Hello, good evening. I'm gonna talk about this movie Sinners. I had a chance to check it out. I just thought about I'm gonna give some reviews about the movie. It was directed by Ryan Coogler, written and directed by Ryan Coogler, and starring Michael B. Jordan. I know one actor is in there, Delroy. He was in Romeo Must Die playing Leia's father. You had other ones in there. I got to get the names right because Hollywood, they misrepresented in Hollywood. You wouldn't even know their names, but you know their face. But the movie starts off with two brothers, Smoke and Stack. Smoke and Stack, they were like the typecast gangsters in the 30s, typecast foundational black American gangsters in the 30s from Chicago. Because I'm sure back then, Chicago had the Cotton Club, you had the gangsters back then. Back in them days, you had like the Bumpy Johnson gangsters. That's what they reminded me of. Michael B. Jordan playing twin brother gangsters. That was really like the Bumpy Johnson type characters. I guess they went back down home to the Clarksville, Mississippi, whatever it is. But first they made a deal really with the devil, a vampire, the head vampire, a grand dragon. Gave them the money. I guess they took the money, stole the money, took it, and started a juke joint full of music. Because if you look at the music back then, it was mostly like blues music, foundation of black American blues. It kind of reminded me of, what was that singer that said, he sold his soul at the crossroads. It was all kind of themes in there. Well, anyway, it started, the juke joint. They had all kind of music in there. They had the blues. They had kind of like a juxtapose of funk, rap, funk, rap. They brought the African dances in there, and they brought everything. They brought soul in there. They kind of mixed it up with funk. Then you had these Irish, the three Irish. I guess he was more like I guess the couple. They like the Grand Dragon couple. I guess once they got bitten, they turned into a vampire nation. The vampire nation kind of stood for white supremacy. That's what it stood for. Kind of remind me of